fate would have it, I was raised by two wonderful adopted parents. I grew up in a small town in southwest Minnesota, a town called Worthington, where life was simple and times were good. I had the best of memories. But there is a strange twist in my story. I was never told I was Native American because it was taboo back in those early days to proclaim that information. So much has changed over the years. Now with Ancestry.com, everyone is out there looking for that missing link in their family tree. Right. But before the days of Ancestry.com, that information was not shared openly, so it was kept secret. I was told I was French Canadian, and life went on. No one ever asked a question. Times were beautiful, life was good. But I lost both parents at the same year in 1987. My wife was going through their personal papers and found a letter from an attorney that had to do with the adoption years earlier. Unbeknownst to me, she began a search that lasted 5 years. And then one evening, out of the blue, in our small apartment in Minneapolis, she handed me the phone. And there on the other end of the line was a gentleman who introduced himself as my biological brother. Neither of us had known the other had existed all those years. She had completed that search. We went on to share and exchange our life stories. And to say it was a life-changing moment in time is an understatement of the greatest magnitude. But what he said at the end of that lengthy conversation that night was to forever change the course of destiny for my family and I. He said, "Come on home." Based on my wife's intuition and against the better advice of family and friends, we packed up our things. And that next week, 2 weeks before Thanksgiving of 1993, we headed west from Minneapolis to the smallest Indian reservation in South Dakota, the Lower Brule Sioux Reservation. We were given a grand welcome that weekend. Everything changed. You might say in a blink of an eye, we became part of a new community, part of a new family, part of a new culture, and indeed, part of a new world. A world that was to open up horizons and possibilities for us that we could have never possibly imagined. The greatest lesson that came out of our journey from one world to the other is a very simple statement that I'll give you right now. I am a son of two mothers, a product of two worlds. The gift that came to us was the ability to have an equal amount of love and pride for both of these worlds. And in that gift and in that ability to see clear and to see balanced and to see equally in these two worlds, we were given our mission, which is to work on reconciliation and to work on bringing us human beings of all walks of life and all cultures closer together. How were we to do that? We found out that we could simply use music to bring people together. This song is dedicated to that journey. It's called We the People.